Welcome to Misogynists on Twitter. I'm your host, a humorless feminist, and this is a series that examines the misogyny that spritz itself all over Twitter. First up, a possible nice guy. Women are really backwards, so the more of a douchebag you act around them, the more women you can pull. So much capitalization. It makes following the lack of logic really difficult. Like how you think being attractive to women makes you a douchebag. Especially since what it could simply be is the all too common tale of a young man in search of a job, obtaining one at a factory, it turning out to be an Axe body spray factory, him falling into a vat, and having to run away from the hordes of women that continue to chase after him. Truly tragic. But we are not done with nice guys just yet. Girls say they want a guy that treats them right. But when guys actually do, they don't stay with them. SMH women's logic. Well, that's true. Sometimes people do break up. For instance, he's a perfectly decent fellow, but he likes to do this as part of his routine hygiene maintenance. Or he thinks that Ben Affleck would make an excellent Batman in the forthcoming Batman v Superman movie. And as we all know from the experience of Daredevil, that just simply is not the case. It's hard enough trying to get one woman to concentrate. You know, I know this may have been a typo, but really, couldn't he have focused long enough while trying to insult us ladies on how we don't concentrate? Now, many people think that we have a serious drug problem here in the United States and in other places. For instance, this person. We need a lot less women who scream and shout at every little damn thing in this world. So much peace before they grew balls eating steroids. Now yes, I remember the days of yore when women were women and didn't say a single word, and we had such peaceful outcomes as the 620,000 men who died in the American Civil War. Or the 50,000 men who, or I'm sorry, not 50,000, my mistake, the 50 million people who died in World War II. Yeah, that's not very peaceful now, is it? I can tell you that the number of people who've been dying in wars has been going down since World War II. So maybe there is something to this rampant drug use he's complaining about. However, I don't think it's actually the steroids that he was referring to eating, because the steroids that he's talking about have to be injected for the most part. Instead, I think he may be thinking about pot, specifically pot brownies. Orca whales are almost as misunderstood as women and colored people. Oh my gosh. Just how bad of a batch of moonshine did he get? You know, the 1950s called "They'd like to have you back," and we would like for you to go. Ugh. Women think getting a period is the worst thing in the world. They don't understand how hard it is for us to not have sex for like a week. Really? You know, you can solve this problem by getting one of these. Yes, a real live love doll. And if you do, you don't even have to replace the batteries when they run out. Now, sometimes feminists have allies. Go make sandwich. I am a male feminist and no women must go make sandwich for men like me. This man is going to be very disappointed. Mainly because everybody knows that if you are a feminist ally, you don't get made a sandwich. At most you'll get is some stale pie. That's all for this week's Misogynists on Twitter. I'm your host, a humorless feminist, and if you spot misogyny in the wild on Twitter, feel free to screen cap it and send it in. If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't like the video, I'm pretty sure you're going to let me know in uncertain terms in the comments below via Twitter and email. But otherwise, have a nice day.